22 is the reason why Bricc got caught up. Fuck out of here. 22, you know what I do. I put people in position, put them on the podcast, give them jobs, help them make legal money. A lot of the shit that people are getting caught up for is shit, especially with Bricc. It's like, I'm not seeing anything that says anything about stuff that he's done in the last 2 years since he's been fucking with us, right? So, end of the day, I do employ people from the streets. And I guess, people from the streets sometimes get caught up in federal RICO indictments, whatever the fuck this shit is. And all I can say is that, yes, I may crack a joke here and there. I'm sorry, that's just my sick sense of humor. But end of the day, that's my boy. I'm standing with him. Loose. I got love for Loose, too. We're going to be documenting this whole thing, helping him along the way, whatever it is. So anybody acting like this is because of No Jumper? No, No Jumper was the antidote to this bullshit. I'm not going to lie. That whole time, people make a big thing out of it. Wack has tried to bring it up a million times, but Bricc got his house raided about 2 years ago. They allegedly found an AK. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what Wack was always saying. And when that charge never got filed, Wack's argument was, oh, you must be a snitch because it never got filed. But then the other theory that we all heard in the background was like, oh, well, what if it's going to get wrapped up into a federal indictment? Because then it would make sense that the cops would like pass on it for a couple years to let shit build up. So it seemed like that's my guess for what they got on Bricc, because I haven't seen any of the paperwork that says anything really about what Bricc or Loose are being charged with, So that shit is all still kind of up in the air of like exactly what they were doing. Like one part of it, though, I will say is that I'm shocked by how little of this shit is news to me, because like the whole Big U murder thing, the last Adam and Wack podcast is about that exact thing. Wack was talking about the whole fucking time. 600 talked about it a million times. And then some of the Loose and Bricc stuff or whatever, like even Loose's came on the podcast before. I could say this because it's out there. It's on the podcast. And he said that he used to be the muscle for Big U doing what? Extorting weed dealers or whatever. And like now we're reading the paperwork and you're like, oh, that was real, because it says it right here in the fucking paperwork that that's what they're coming down on. I think in Loose's head, it's like, oh, no, that was 2-3 years ago, so I could talk about it. It's all good. Exactly, yeah. I feel like a lot of people think that they did something.
A lot of people think Bricc Baby being at No Jumper fucked him up. But Adam22 say for the last 2 years, he saved Bricc Baby life. Like all that shit that happened was before he met the Brickster and put him on. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. It's up to debate. But, bro, you can't give everybody a platform. Yeah, you can't give everybody a platform. Tupac Mama said it best. They give you everything you need to hang your goddamn self. Yeah, bro. Y'all drop it in the comments. But on the West Coast, they been tripping for a minute. You don't know what's game from what's real out there, because they always putting the play together. Yeah, they ain't like J-Mane say. J-Mane say just whooping. They not just whooping in L.A. Yeah, well, a lot of people get it twisted. They think they always running content, but this is real content. Well, I got to give it to them, bro. They keep it entertaining. It keeps the people going. It's provocative, and it keeps the people going. But look, bro, Bricc Baby might have found himself in a world of trouble on this one. Yeah, bro. World of trouble. Because the worst thing you could do is, if you still out there being a criminal, to be showing your face and talking that shit. Like, I know Bricc Baby was a crash dummy when he was on there saying he was collecting scalps. He was a scalp collector. You know what I mean? Real shit. Y'all drop it in the comments. Bricc Baby say he was out there collecting scalps. Look, bro, it might all sound good when you see a nigga doing all that shit, but that type of shit can't last forever. Yeah, that shit don't last forever, bro. That ain't the type of energy that you can maintain. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, look, bro, the key to this motherfucker is survival. The key is to survive, bro. You gotta survive these wars, not just put yourself right in the middle of them and now you become the content, bro. Look, bro, look, this is a message to everybody out there that's been watching the Bricc store or even took him as like motivation. Like, you know what? If he did it, I could do it too. Now, that is true. If he did it, you could do it too. But separate yourself from the bullshit. That's what Bricc Baby got it wrong, bro. You got to separate yourself from the bullshit. Like, bro, if you still got that complex where you want everybody to know how tough you are, bro, you losing. You ain't ready for what you think you ready for, bro, because you still got something to prove. That tough shit got to go out the window when it's about that bread. I'm going to say that again. That tough shit got to go out the window when it's about that bread. That means a nigga can say whatever the fuck they want about you as long as they ain't stopping the money. You shouldn't even worry about that shit, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. When you get something going, separate yourself from them niggas. Yeah, separate yourself from them niggas. Why? Bro, them niggas ain't gonna take care of your people or you when you get locked up and in that claim. Like I said, unfortunately, just like Bricc Baby, you become content. You become more shit for people to talk about. Now, this is like real life, bro. The Brickster is not going to be on No Jumper for a minute. And No Jumper is Lisa his words. He's not going to be in the free world for a minute. Why? Because unless he snitch, he ain't getting out that motherfucker. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Whack 100 said it best a while ago. They caught this boy with a chopper. And he ain't never had the answer for it. Why? Who knows? Might have already turned state witness. I don't know. I don't know how they playing out there. I just know everything in the West Coast ain't what it seems. Yeah, it ain't what it seems. They got Big U, Whack 100, Bricc Baby, and 23 others, bro. Once they start singing like canaries, you don't know how many they gonna get. Look, drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground. We can't stay long. Shout out Bricc Baby. If this message finds you, nigga, just sit down for a couple years and eat your little red vines. It's what you should have been doing at first anyway, nigga. You niggas be tripping out there. Yeah, you niggas be tripping out there because all money ain't good money. Yeah, all money ain't good money. That's what niggas starting to figure out. Y'all drop it in the comments, bro. Scars from the playground. Can't stay on Bricc Baby forever, but we had to speak on him. We had to speak on him. Why? That boy's a dummy. Yeah, that boy's a dummy. Them people gonna run that tape back and he done fucked this up, bro. What about you scalp peeling? You know what I mean? That's what nigga wanna know about. What about you scalp peeling? You know what I mean? If they got Bricc Baby under that fire, he gonna say all things. He gonna be like Tyron Turner in Menace to Society, bro. You know you done fucked up, right? Yeah, you said you bought the bottle of beer at 11. Came out of that bill 12. You know you done fucked up, right? And look, yeah, y'all drop it in the comments, bro. This ain't for me to laugh at the Bricc Baby, but it's mighty, mighty, mighty crazy how things turn. Now they all in that bitch with Eric Holder. Y'all drop it in the comments. Scars from the playground, man. I got to go.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.